Okay, I am live. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here to do a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or anyone else who happens to come across this. It is my intention that there is something in here for everyone, and my readings are also timeless. And I am going to start with the Good Tarot and then clarify with some other decks. And I'm also continuing with letting the universe pick a song, randomly pick a song through Spotify for you, for my readings. So your song is Ragtime Cat or Cats. And this one I really had to think about for a while because at first, this has happened to me once before where I felt like I just wanted to skip it and try a different song. But I'm like, no, let's see if I can figure this out. If I can kind of feel into the message here. So first I needed to look up ragtime because I know the term, but and I know it has to do with old-timey music, but I didn't really know a lot about it. And what I read is that ragtime was a popular style of music from the late 1800s through to about the early, like the late, what do I say, the late teens, the 19 up to the 1920s, we'll say. And popularized by the African American community. And the distinction, this particular thing about ragtime music is that it's syncopated. Syncopated music. And I was like, well, what does that mean? And so I had to look that up. And syncopated music or syncopated beats is specifically where different rhythms are put together to create one piece of music. And what ends up happening because of it is that the music or the beats are off. It makes the music sound a little bit off, but it's done on purpose. So I've been thinking about this, trying to kind of wrap my brain around it, and it's kind of feeling like there is, it's almost feeling like an intentional thing on your part to take these kind of disparate, dissonant parts of your life. I don't know if dissonant is the right word, but these different things that don't necessarily sync up or line up, and you are putting them together in such a way that you are purposely creating something out of it that is, it might seem a little bit off sometimes. Some people can hear something like that and be like, ooh, I do not like that kind of music. But other people are like, oh my God, that is so interesting and different and outside the box. And I feel like you're doing something that is not totally accepted by everyone. I mean, really, if we're honest, nothing is. Everyone has their preferences, but it's something that works for you, that you're really embracing, and you're bringing these rhythms together that don't necessarily fit, but you're making them work. So let's see what the cards have to say about this. Messenger of Earth. And isn't that interesting? Ragtime Cat. My cats really like this card. They chewed on it. This is you being very hardworking, really, really showing up in your life and doing something with a lot of integrity. And knowing that whatever you're doing requires stamina, requires endurance. And you're like, okay, I know what I need to do. I need to put these different parts together, and I have a journey that I'm on, and I'm going for it. And the earth, the energy of the earth cards is typically slower. So this isn't something that's just going to happen overnight. There are no windfalls here. This is through your consistent hard work. I don't even like the word hard. It's putting in the time and effort to realize a dream. You're putting these different parts together, and you're spending the time figuring out how to make it all work. And it's going to result in something really amazing. But it seems like you're doing something that's kind of outside the box, that maybe hasn't really been done before. And it's definitely causing you a little bit of fear, feeling cautious about how you're moving forward, how you're combining these different parts, feeling a little uncertain. Because especially when you talk to other people about your idea and you're like, okay, I'm going to put these different things together, and I know that they don't necessarily work, but I'm going to try it anyway. And then they come along and they're like, ooh, I don't like how that sounds. That is not, I don't think anyone's going to like that. That is not a good idea. And you can be like, oh, especially with people who you care about their opinion, you trust, and they're telling you like, don't do it. It can really put you in this place of uncertainty. And yet you're feeling inspired, you're feeling driven to, maybe you don't have a choice, maybe you have to make these different parts work together. And so despite that feeling uncertain, you're still like, well, I'm still going to keep moving forward. You're going to make that decision that is correct for you. That maybe you are at a crossroads where, you're being forced to go one way or another. And you're considering everything. You're taking all the opinions, all the ideas in, and you're like, okay, this feels a little bit daunting. My intuition tells me how I need to move forward, but logically it doesn't make sense. The rhythms don't fit together. Is this really a good idea? Maybe questioning yourself a little bit, but I mean, this was your first card out. It's like you want to do this thing. You know that you have the ability to do it, and you have the integrity to show up authentically, to move forward in the way you need to move. And the song is Ragtime Cats, or Cat, I can't remember, but cats are very independent. They do what they want. um at the end of the day, cats, as long as they're getting fed, they're like, I'm, I kind of don't care what you think. I'm gonna go do the thing that I want to do. So I think you're taking on that energy, the energy of the cat. Okay, I'm gonna look at the Oracle Tarot. See what else there is. Budget lessons. This is being at a place where you've been in it. You've been dealing with the issues, particularly around money and finances, and you're like, okay, there are things to be learned from this. In order to move forward, I need to start making wise choices and put the effort in. showing up for yourself so you can get yourself to a place that is more abundant, more prosperous. You dry those tears and you're like, okay, I know what I need to do. The Emperor, masculine influence and power. I think this is you showing up in your life and like, I know what I need to do. You are driven. There's such a strong pull or a push in you that's just like, I got to go for it. And I know I have it within me to succeed. And it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. This is you being in your own authority, owning your power in your life and doing what you know is right for you. Despite feeling uncertain, despite feeling cautious, you're still like, I can't ignore the call. An opportunity. Oh my God, we have 7 on top of 7. Yeah. This decision that you're making to move towards what's right for you brings in opportunities. Other people are going to recognize the value in what you're doing. Maybe not the most immediate people in your life, but there will be people who are like, wow, that is so cool. I never thought of putting those elements together in that way. How very awesome. Let me give you some money for your idea, basically. So, yay. My hand went to Osho Zen, so I'm gonna pick Osho cards for you. See what the Osho has to say about this. Courage. Having courage to move forward authentically, with integrity, doing what you know is right for you. Having courage to make the decisions that align with your inner knowing, not what anybody else thinks. And when you're feeling uncertain, when you're feeling cautious, it takes courage to move forward anyway. But you absolutely have it. You are so courageous. It's built into you. Know that you can trust. You can trust your intuition. It is not leading you astray. Ordinariness. I mean, this is about enjoying the little things in life. Just being present in the moment and being open to what's right in front of you. Learning your lessons from the small things that are presented to you. That, it's like just she's picking flowers. He this figure is going and just enjoying being outside, picking the flowers. Hey there, donkey. Yeah, I think this can be a part of the needing to have the stamina, the endurance to get through this. It's important to take that time to appreciate what's the little things, what's in front of you, the flowers, the blooms, just nature itself. Taking some time to go for walks, to do what works for you, what brings you fulfillment. And that helps to recharge your batteries so that you can get back on that path and really go for it. Go to your ultimate success. And I think too, it's those It's those quiet times when you can really tap into your intuition and gain the clarity you need to make the correct decisions for yourself. I am only doing Gemini right now. And the Master. This is you stepping into your power, into your wisdom. It's like you've stepped into your power. You're owning who you are, and you are becoming wise. Have become wise through everything that you've been through, and you've gotten to this point. You've made the correct decisions, and you know that any decision you made that didn't lead you to where you wanted, you still got a lesson out of that, and that helped to point you to where you do want to go. He's the Master is not attached to outcomes. The Master just does what he knows to do in any given moment, and lets that lead him forward. And this is what you're doing. You're tapping into your wisdom. You're doing what's right for you, what feels right, what feels good. And it's going to lead you to amazing places. So, yay, Gemini. So good. Yeah, what a wonderful reading. I hope that, I wish you well on this journey. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe.